Hi everyone! Today, let's have a chat about this beautiful, charming, elegant, yet unwittingly psycho thing beside me. I'm Abby, this is Approved Automotive, and this is the Ferrari 296 GTB. So before we're going to talk about this, let's talk about why you should subscribe to Approved Automotive's YouTube channel. So we have two businesses. We have Approved Detailing and we have Approved Showroom. We're an automotive hub, especially if you're here in Dubai, you should come and check us out. However, if you're into anything automotive and you're anywhere in the world, please like, share, subscribe, and let's get into it. So, beginning with the exterior, let's first talk about the air vents, which help with the flow of the aerodynamics beneath the car. So you have a lot here, including the vent right here between the lights. You also have this kind of veiny system underneath the car to direct airflow under there. If you come round to the side, of course you have the side vents, and then you have towards the back as well, where you've got that rear diffuser as well. So purposely low and wide for airflow. I'm going to flip it up and go straight to the exterior color of the car actually, because maybe on camera you don't realize this color is actually metallic. I certainly didn't realize it was metallic when I first saw it. I thought it was a flat paint. However, specifically this color is called Azzurra La Plata Metallic. And then you have the lovely stripe which is finished off here, which is called Livrea Tricolor Francese. Hopefully I got that right. So since we're round at the front, it's a great opportunity to show you the surprisingly massive frunk, which is 201 litres. Let me tell you, if this car didn't belong to a client, I would be climbing in there to show you because it is big enough. It's actually bigger than a McLaren Artura, and also compared to like a 911, for example, a 911 is only 132 litres for comparison. Although to be fair, with a 911, you have the back seats. So if you have a weekend away, you have space either way. But I think for a Ferrari, this is very impressive. And also a nice little tip, if you're not familiar, you can always find the colour name on a Ferrari on a yellow label under the hood. And then also, you won't be able to read it for here, but that's a personalisation of specifications plate, so you can see all of the details of the car in there that are specific to this car. So let's close that up. Let's go inside. Join me. So on first impressions, you have a wonderful, nice, sporty, modern dash. And then this particular car has the Daytona racing seats, which are finished in a white leather, and then also Bianco stitching as well. And as you can see, plenty of carbon, the way it should be. So then you have very driver focused, like track-like steering wheel with plenty of buttons. One criticism that I have heard before though, is there is a lot of haptics, which you have to rely on, which I don't know if it's just me, but it's still a little bit strange in the fact that you can't physically push a button. So it's a little bit like, have I done it? Have I not done it? I don't know. But still, could you live with that? If it's a Ferrari, of course you can. So I'm just gonna elegantly join across this way. Another thing that I do really like about Ferraris is when they have the passenger dash as well. So they can see several things, including performance. You also have audio as well. You can have navigation, I believe. Let's get back. Yeah, navigation, here we go. So I think that's a really, really nice feature. So being such a futuristic modern car, there aren't actually many actual buttons. To be honest, it's all haptic feedback. However, you do have 3 nice buttons down here, and also there's no door handle, by the way, just to note that. So you have the front, you have the fuel cap, and then also you have, since this is a plug-in hybrid, the switch for that. One nice thing that I really like is the key. So you do have like a leather key with a nice, pretty prancing horse on the other side, and there's even a specific slot for that down here. But another notable thing about the kind of center console is there's basically nowhere really to keep a water or even a coffee from Approved Automotive. Plug there to come and get coffee from Approved Automotive. So it's also funny because if you look in the door down there, there's nowhere to keep your water, but you do have these nets that are right behind the seats. I don't know if you can see that, where you could put a water if you want, or an approved coffee, but it might be strategically balanced if you put it in those nets. A downside to this car is that, as far as I'm aware, you cannot get Android Auto for this. You cannot pay for it as an extra, and it does not come as standard, which is a little bit sad now because, you know, not everybody has the need for CarPlay. They want the Android Auto. Doesn't matter for me, but there you go. And then another thing that's nice, kind of shifting and changing here, because I'm noticing some nice things when I'm looking around, is also you have the gear shifter here, which is kind of like an old-fashioned Ferrari. Now, it looks like it slides up and down. It does not. It just clicks. But I think it gives a nice little animation there. Just another mention as well for the steering wheel here, because as you can see, check out that stitching, which is really impressive because it matches the outside stripe as well. And you've also got the same details here and here. Very nice. So another funny thing that I also heard about, and being as I'm not familiar with driving this car myself, is that sometimes you don't know whether the car is on because of the hybrid on it. So you can get out the car and I believe the alarm will sound if you get out and shut the door. Now, I don't know if I have the capability to test that, but it's just to mention that. But let's just look at these buttons here. I'm going to start it and I never know how it's going to start. So see, it's in hybrid mode right now. Come in and see. And then earlier I made the mistake, silly mistake really, because see, why isn't it doing it? A minute ago it just fully started. Ah, there we go. So you have this wonderful, pretty big actually, driver cockpit. And as you can see, when you're kind of at standby mode, it's got this really, really wonderful graphics of the car spinning. And I'm not really sure the purpose of it. Of course, there's a lot of statistics either side of it, but I do think it looks really, really, really nice. So let's talk about some cool things. You have an automatic rear spoiler, which works depending on the speed, and it also acts as a bit of an air brake should you be slowing down from a very fast speed. You also have this very cool key, which we spoke about earlier, but just worth another mention because I think it looks very, very nice. And by the way, it has 44 miles per gallon capability, being a hybrid, and also the 296 GTB is most fuel efficient Ferrari ever made, which is rated at 149 grams per kilometre of CO2, which is pretty low, which is actually lower than something like a Golf R, which is around 165. There's no soft limiters, which makes for great revving. You want to hear it? Cut. It's just a little argument. It's just a little argument. By the way, the reversing camera, which is a potential criticism, is low down here. Now, in our climate, in the desert climate, it shouldn't really matter, but you might get a problem in more colder climates, say, for example, in Europe, because you'd have to get down here. There's no washer. You can't do anything but manually wipe it off if it gets a bit dirty, so you can actually see what you're doing when you reverse. So in summary, the Ferrari 296 GTB, and this particular example is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love the colouring of this one as well, and I think it's going to be very, very nice once it's finished with us at the approved detailing, because it's going to have full paint protection film, window tint, the works. We're really, really grateful to the owner for letting us look at this car for a review today, and also his trust in us for doing the paint protection film as well. But as always, please remember to like, share and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye!